All right, so I've had a few questions as to how I'm surviving with two moon boots, two broken legs, basically on my own. And I wanted to show you kind of how I'm making it do around my apartment and on my own. So I got my assistant, Gage, my son, he's helping me out. So I will say hi to him here in a second. But show you how I make my move. I can't put any weight on this leg. I can only use this one barely. So I go from my chair over, make a move there, make a move there. And sometimes I get a little bit of pain in my knee from the twinge there, but lift that leg, use just the heel and my hands, and transfer back and forth. Now I've got and opened up my apartment so that I can make some moves back and forth. You know, I can come over, make my move, make my food, do all that stuff. Got plenty of room to move around and maneuver. And then we come over, and to get out of my apartment, that's the next part, is set the brakes, move my handle over to the other side. I could put two on, but you know, it's better just to have the one and just move it back and forth. It's pretty simple. I can get to and from the bathroom, but this is the craziest part, is how with two broken legs do you get up and down stairs? So the way I do it is, they showed me this in physical therapy. Plant one hand good and strong there, put one hand behind my butt. Then obviously don't put any weight on this leg, because if I do, I might not ever walk again, and just transfer all the way across like that. And then get my hands planted up here, get this leg planted good, and just upstairs just like this. One step at a time. I'm gonna have my helper follow me, and I'm gonna show you how I get in and out of my truck after this. So bear with me as I crawl, master my crab style kung fu. Reach back, open the door, and come on upstairs, bud. And kind of flip around like that.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here nowadays. Luckily, they were able to loan me a second wheelchair, so that's how I'm able to kind of keep one stationary down there and one up here. Now, it's been really nice just to be able to have my truck right close, and as we wheel around, I haven't wanted to drive. I mean, I have, but I haven't had the ability to. So I figured out that when I needed to drive from the desert to the hospital, I used my Falcon staff, and I just hooked it to the gas pedal at first, but now it's mounted there with just some masking tape, and that's my gas. And then I use my left foot for brake, keep my right foot out of the way. But I'll show you how I get in and out. My family's been kind of curious as to how I get in there and how I do that. So first thing I do is I open the door here. I busted my handle, so I have to open it from the other side. So then I come over, I set my brakes, and without putting any weight on this foot, I come over, get my hips up on here, get this foot planted. I kind of get this thing out of the way after I get hooked on, and then just like that, just a move, smooth move, as best I can. Keep the pressure off, as much pressure off of this leg as I can. Then I come over, get my pad, get a hold of the seat, and then I keep this leg out, get a nice hold here, and then just with my chest and my arm, so I don't fall out of the truck, get it, hold,
right up in here.
Normally I'd already have taken these off, but for demonstration purposes I left them on. So and then when I pull up to my destination, I just open the doors, pull this out, and make sure that I don't fall out of the truck. That's the way I get that in and out. And then in order to drive, I just keep my left foot right here. I've got my brake, I've got my gas, I've got my control for cruise control. And that's simple, short and simple. But yeah, surviving on your own, especially with 2 broken legs, is not easy. And unfortunately, the timing of my accident was not ideal. So the family trying to help me during this was just not really possible, especially with the COVID virus coming. We had to maintain social distancing, and so we just did the best we could with what we had, and that's how I managed to survive on my own. So if you hand me the camera, I'll show my little helper here.
Hi.
My little helper buddy.
Cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out here. It still is Utah, and it might be April, but it's pretty crazy, man.